Good day, fellas. I hope you are ready for your daily dose of skill, and today we are going to play with Arnie. This tank was lately sold, and I got a lot of questions about the Arnie. Is it good? Is it bad? Is it amazing? Is it worth it? And we will try to answer all questions right now. I think Arnie is kind of similar to the Suka Pershing, right? This would be my description of this vehicle. It is like a Suka Pershing, but it is meaner, it is bigger, and in a way it is stronger. Although this tank doesn't have what Suka Pershing does, and this is a pref matchmaking, right? Skill! Gonzalo is yelling, Skill! Greetings to you, fellas. There is nothing to say about this. Absolutely nothing to say. Okay, we are up to the good start. Everyone has the PPs up and we are ready to fight. Anyways. Okay. Let's focus on the game, right? Arnie. The tank with which you do not really want to side scrap with. And pretty much what you want to do with this vehicle, you want to play frontally, right? You want to look towards the enemy and you want to spank him in the face. This is how it works and this is how it is looking like. You are not too afraid of the overall lower tiers because you have a humongous amount of the armor, which is always nice and always welcome, but not everything is ideal. This tank has a bit of the trouble with a gun. Gun can be truly annoying, and in fact I would even go as far as to describe the gun by disgusting, right? That is definitely not the greatest thing. MX-65T almost pushed me out. Almost. He said, don't mind me if I do, give the way for a man. And now we are going to witness how man is playing. Meanwhile, this tank has 320 alpha damage, 230 millimeters of penetration, which is not bad. 1.1 shell velocity, which is also alright. You know, you cannot say the standards are looking bad, but this is where the fun is coming. Look at this, 300 millimeter heat penetration. 300 millimeters is huge. Pretty much with the 300 millimeters, you can shred most of the tanks in the game without bigger problems whatsoever. This is what is so sweet and this is what is so awesome about this tank overall. It is very important thing to say, fellas, and to highlight overall. Anyways, when we claimed our position back, let's try to punish the sniper schnitzels from the back. At least that's what I would like to do. And eventually we are going to make pressure in front as well, for obvious reasons. S1 is sitting right there in the around the corner, right? Probably a bit more back. Yeah, looks like we found him. Excellent. And now we are going to annoy them. That is the whole mission, you know? Also, this tank is not played by your typical medium tank gameplay, in my humble opinion. I think with this tank you want to play like a super heavy tank in the tier A. That means you are finding your balls and that means you are making pressure in front, right? So it's pretty much heavy tank. It's not typical medium flank and do whatever gameplay. You want to be aggressive with this tank. It doesn't really matter how you are going to look at it. You just simply want to be aggressive. Meanwhile, what we are doing here, fellas, we are just trying to punish sniper schnitzels who are sitting here in the back. And I'm not entirely sure, am I tracking someone here or what? But yeah, meanwhile, we are getting penetrated frontally by the S1 gold, and this is nothing to be worried about in my humble opinion. The thing is, speaking about the S1 has a humongous penetration, so you know, I can cry, I can complain as much as I want, it's just how it goes. That tank is shredding everyone, especially whenever we are speaking about the equal tiers. Okay, we need to figure out how to get involved into this game, because otherwise we are going to have a humongous problem. Right? Simply enemies won't be we won't be able to get as much as we would like to get. And whenever I am playing with this tank, everything below 3,500 for me feels like wasteful. Now, speaking about equipment setup, there is many ways. Some people like to equip it with turbo, which is very fair attitude. I personally do not really like turbo that much. I'm not a big fan of turbo, I'm simply not. So I am going with a typical ventilation, rammer and improved aiming unit, and for me it works significantly better because the gun handling, like I mentioned it before, of this tank can be with quite some question marks, to say that the least, right? Just how it goes, and this is how I feel about this tank. Meanwhile, Arta is getting slaughtered, hip hip hooray. The score is not looking the greatest, fellas. Looking into all of this, we have 9-2 situation, but this is a typical World of Tanks, right? That's why, in a way, you need to try to get the most use from the tanks which has armor and which can actually play relatively aggressively, right? Or I cannot say relatively aggressively, you can actually be super aggressive with this tank. You truly can. Meanwhile, we are going to take our time to hit this guy in the back. Beautiful. Now he will punish me. It doesn't really matter whatsoever because he is dead. Excellent. And at this point, I really want to find this S1 sitting here around the corner. But you know what? He's not here. Oh, hi there. What a beautiful sacrifice by this guy. I really like him. He's awesome. Meanwhile, S1 is sitting here in the back. We are saying goodbye for S1. And we will try to ram this guy for a bit of extra damage for ourselves. Hopefully finishing him off by shooting him like this. Okay, that's okay. Fellas, hear me out. Looking into this game, unfortunately, but this is as much as we can get. I have no doubts whatsoever we should have at least one blind shot or something, because we have 2,500 damage visible and 911 assisting damage as well, which is okay. Look, we are reaching our 3,500 category, and this is where I want to be with this tank, right? This is how I want to play with this vehicle, and I want to make this tank work to this level. And I truly think this tank deserves. Now, one more thing. Is this tank good for beginner? In my opinion, this tank is as good as you will get for beginner overall. Honestly. I cannot imagine better tanks than this one for beginner, apart obviously Defender. So that is obviously definitely a positive thing. So look at this. We finished everything with 3,100 damage and 911 assisting damage. Let's see how much blind do we have. And you know what? I was thinking and I was saying, yo, blind shots like there is no tomorrow. Not a single blind shot. Although I bursted the living crap out of this S1 bush, I would say. But oh well, it is how it is. 3,100 damage, 900 assisting damage once again. Not the game I'm going to be upset about. And we are obviously first by the experience, we are first by the damage, and we made casual 107,000 profits, although some of those profits are coming from the battle payments, which our clan has activated currently. Let's go for second. Okay, round number 2. We have the Karelia. And we are playing with Iron Arnie. Let's see what we can do. Yes, I noticed the camera was stuck while I was recording, which is quite weird stuff. And I'm not used for this, but looks like the camera device is just getting messed up, right? Maybe it's overheating or something, I'm not entirely sure. But either way, I am sorry for that. I believe we are going to have even the sign which is saying sorry for camera which break. And luckily I checked my recording, because in the same time it would be sad, you know, to play with a tank, to explain absolutely everything, and after that just cry in the corner because our footage is pretty much done and it's GG and it's finito. So I don't know how long it lasted, but I apologize for that. Okay. So, this is quite a bad story for us. Hear me out, why am I saying this is a bad story? Because S1 is the tank which can shred us to the tiny smithereens. This is like the worst tank to pick against, right? You simply cannot play against the S1s. They are those annoying buggers who are sitting in the very, very powerful positions, and you pretty much cannot dig them out. You just simply can't. You can cry about it, you can complain about it, but you cannot dig them out. It is not as simple as it might look like. Meanwhile... Oh, hi there. Liberty overestimated his powers and Liberty is going to the garage, and I know exactly how we are going to play this game. I think we have only one way how we can do the things properly, and we are actually going to show the most powerful part of the Iron Arnie. That being said, gold on. I think this is the correct way for us to do the things. We are simply going to spank the Bizonte, we will spank the Skoda, it doesn't really matter, because once again, this penetration is so good, we just do not care. All we need to do, we need to hit our shot and we are going to be fine. Now, once again, quite the hard part will be to hit our shots where we are aiming to. Because this tank gun handling is far away from being ideal, that's why I am overall choosing gun handling over anything else on this tank, right? It's just how it goes. I feel like gun handling is the weakness of this vehicle when you simply need to do everything what you physically and possibly can in order to improve it. That's it. That's all there is to say about this vehicle. Okay, let's see. Skoda, not a big surprise. Okay, at this point, I think the best play for us is going to be to simply say hello for this Bizonte while spamming gold and while showing what Iron Arnie is all about. You load gold and you spank everyone like there is no tomorrow. In the face, not in the face, doesn't really matter. You are just showing the dominance, right? That's what you want from the tank like this. Meanwhile, fellas, there is a couple of the tank destroyers sitting here, and I would love to make a bit of pressure, but I'm a bit paranoid and I'm a bit afraid. Let me see. If I will do this properly, there is a chance... Oh, Scorpion, how are you doing this fine day? If I would do this properly... Camera is stuck again, I can see that. I apologize for the technical issues. I'm so sorry for this, fellas. It is not intentional, but sometimes it happens. And like I said before, something very, very, very weird happened with this. So what we are going to do now, we are going to complain and we are going to cry and we are going to say re. That's what we are going to do. That's what we are going to do. My apologies for this. Okay. Meanwhile, while we are relocating, what I'm going to do, I'm going to stand up and try to fix the camera again. Okay, I am back. Soon camera will be back as well. Activate. Here we go. Camera is back. I'm so sorry. I have a feeling camera is saying, Skill, what is this haircut? What is wrong with you? I am not going to show you for the people. I think this is exactly what is happening. Well, what can I say? Mean camera. Okay, so the whole idea is straightforward. We want to hit this cover 4 Katadasa at least once. Before he will get slaughtered by our allies, and we are going to feel pretty great about ourselves. Good. Okay, that's all we have for now. Once again, I sincerely apologize for the camera issues. I'm sorry for that. Okay, S1. How about this beautiful S1? Should probably turn on him, but it's not the most important part of all this at this point. And here we go. Hi there, Chrysler, how are you doing? Beautiful shot, minus 300. And this game is the highlight of what this tank is capable of doing, in my humble opinion. I think this is very, very fair highlight. Whenever you are meeting the opponents who are pretty much equally armored as you are, or maybe even better armored than you are, all you are doing, you are simply loading gold. Skill, that is so disgusting. I know, but that is World of Tanks nowadays, you know? Crying about the gold, it's the same as crying about Arta, matchmaking, and Crew 2.0, you know? Some things cannot be changed. That's what I am saying, fellas. This is what I am saying, okay? Mr. S1, how are you doing? Oh, platoon of S1s. Yeah, this is not ideal. This is far away from being ideal. Very good play. Very, 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 very strong play by them. Okay, I'm trying to bounce the shot. Luckily, I did that successfully. Hip hip hooray. He should be dead. Now we are going to try to eliminate his friend. You know, we sent his platoon mate to the garage. Now we need to send the master into the garage as well. Beautiful, and he is in the garage. Excellent. Okay, look, 3.2 thousand damage plus 700. This is like very casual game for this tank, to say that the least, and I am happy with my performance, and I'm happy how I play this game. There is only one thing which I am unhappy, and the camera acting up, and it's not that camera is acting up, it is device which is acting up. So we will try to fix it, and hopefully for a next video everything will work ideally. Anyways, 3.2 thousand damage, 700 assisting damage. We are top by experience, we are top by the damage, and we made 135,000 credits as well, which is great. Obviously with the missions and clan boosters activated and whatnot, but overall it is okay. Okay, let's go for a third one, shall we? Okay guys, the last battle. Let's see what the last game will bring for us. And I think all we need to do, we need to go into the heavy line. Skill, that is a bold move from the tier 8 medium tank. I know, but I'm not your typical medium tank. I am the guy who is going to spam the gold. Ah-ha-ha! How about that? Once again, I apologize for the technical issues beforehand. We will try to solve this, and hopefully it won't get stuck once again. At least this is the hope, this is the dream, and this is the goal. Okay, what is the plan now? Plan is straightforward. We want to take this position. By playing hold down, I believe we will be able to skill. We will be able to make enemies regret their life choices. Actually, Bizonte is up. That's okay. Who is playing on the lower part? Do we have anyone? Oh, yes, we have someone. Key2, how are you doing this fine day? Key2 has a lot of armor. How about, oh, Centurion, how are you doing? Nice. Okay, this is the moment when we are sitting very, very well, at least in my humble opinion. This is the moment whenever we are sitting extremely well. Beautiful shot to the Centurion, and now we will start playing the game. Now we will game, fellas. This is how it looks like for us. Let's see, Mr. Centurion, are you going to pick here? Obviously you will. Boom. Once again, the gun handling is killing a bit of the gains, right? The gun handling is killing quite a bit of the gains with this tank. Right in the ass. Beautiful shot. Very, very nice. Very nice. And at this point we are going in. We are not actually thinking too much. We are just going in. Key 2 is going to be the next victim for us. And I think for Key 2, what we need to do, we need to have the gold loaded. I do not really think we can change something here. Beautiful. Very, very nice shot. I have no doubts whatsoever he will die before we are going to reload. And now we are going for CC. Now the question is, did the CC escape from here or not really? I can see Centurion running for his life. And where is the Mr. CC? Mr. CC is sitting here. Okay. Now the worst part of all this, he has magazine. He has autoloader. But you know what? I do not really think I care too much about that, especially whenever a guy is not thinking and he is just trying to run for his life. Oh, here you go, you see? This is exactly what we want to see. Very, very, very nice. This Bizonte is not really helping for us, but let it be. Let's load the gold because we are going to deal with this guy frontally at this point. No, let's see. The thing is, Bizonte has autoloader, right? That is very, very fair, that is clear, and the gun handling is treating us badly. Although, you know what? This tracking shot might be way more important than anything else, because we are getting 1.1 thousand tracking. You know what? I cannot even blame this gun. This gun is giving us gains, fellas. This gun just proved us, you know what? Having average or below average gun handling is actually not that bad. Sometimes you are going to be even more happy whenever you are missing fully aimed shot. How about that? Huh? How about that? By the way, camera is looking fine. I have a feeling the device which I have is simply overheating. This is the main reason why it is acting up. This would be my guess, and in the worst case scenario, obviously we are going to replace the device, which probably is not what I'm looking for, but if we need to do that, we will. Oh, hi there. Look at this, another great game. Another great game, fellas. Ooh, I'm so excited and I'm so happy about our performance with this tank. We played well. The thing is, you might think, no, but still the last game wasn't so fine and everything. No, that is actually okay. Considering we are playing against the tier 10s, right? I am feeling completely fine. And also I would like to make the Bisonte dance for us, but I do not really think we can do that. You know what? There is only one thing to finish everything properly. First of all, we are going to leave the cap circle. Now we are going to shake the booty for the 277, and 277 is thinking, ooh, that was nice, and he is leaving. See ya. This is how it looks like. Okay, okay, okay. Also inappropriate behavior in the chat. Whew. Good, fellas. Very, very good. Let's teleport into the end of this game. Okay, fellas, so this is what we have from the score. 2000 damage, 1,800 assisting damage. I'm not feeling too bad. We are first by experience. We are sixth by the damage, which is completely fine. And we made 74,000 profits overall. So after 3 games, fellas, our performance is booming. We have 100% win ratio, 2,800 damage, 1,100 assisting damage, plus on top of that we had stuck camera twice, so I would say this is a great success. Well, I caught camera stuck third time, which you haven't seen, but yeah. Anyways, this is Iron Arnie. I think overall tank is very, very beautiful, and I think the tank is very powerful, although once again, the worst thing is the gun, but you have gold to compensate for it. So yeah, that's what I have for you today. I hope you had a great time and I hope you enjoyed yourself together with us, and see you very, very soon. Skill is out for today. Peace.